Okay, this is the second part of the C++ tutorial. So here we are going to look at the if statement, for loop, and things like that in C++ and arrays in C++. So let's get into it. So here, let's make a new file called if4.cpp. And let's edit the if4.cpp. So notice that this is also in the CPSC folder that I created in tutorial 1. So in there, we want to do a couple of things. First, we want to include IOStream. Did I spell include wrong? Yeah, I did. Include IOStream. And then we want to do include any string. Only string. Include array. So we want to use array. And using namespace standard library int main. So yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an integer array of size 3, and then we're going to have the user put in 3 integers. And then we're going to find the smallest one, and then we're going to find the average of the 3 numbers, right? So this is how we're going to do it. So here's the thing. There are 2 ways of doing C++ arrays. There is I wouldn't say which one is easier, which one is harder, but they all have pros and cons. So let me just show the 2 ways, right? So first way is going to look exactly like Java, int arr 3, right? So it's going to look exactly like Java. The problem with C++ is that we actually do not have length. We do not have arr.length. You can quickly just get the array length. There are sides off you can do. There are different ways that you can get around with this, but it's just a pain, right? So in C++, if you do it like the Java way, using the square bracket, like Java, you don't have an easy way to access the size of the array. So you have to have a variable. So the easiest way is to just have a variable that says, okay, my array is that size, and then just remember that throughout your whole program. And then we're going to do cin arr0, cin arr1, cin arr2. And then, so let's look for the smallest, right? So int smallest equal to arr0, for int I equals 0, I smaller than size, right? Remember, we don't have array.length. I plus plus. If arri is smaller than arr0, smallest, actually, let me spell the whole thing. Smallest equal to arri. Out. Smallest. Okay. We put in double quote smallest is smallest and L. And then let's look for the average. Double sum equal to 0 for int I equal to 0, I smaller than size, I plus plus, plus equal to arri, and then cout divide by size. So again, we cannot do array.length because C++ doesn't have it. So as you can see, this program pretty much the same as Java, right? Same for loop syntax, same if statement syntax. Everything is pretty similar. So let's save this, quit file, g++ if4.cpp -o if4.exe, run this, /if4.exe. So let's give 3 numbers. Let's say 4, 3, 2. Wait, no, 4, 3, 3. Right? That's 10. So we should see, well, actually 4, 3, 1. That's 8. Yeah. So smallest number should be 1, and then the average should be 8 divided by 3. Here we go. Smallest number is 1, average is 2.6667. Right? So this is pretty much the same as Java. So if you're doing it this way, then you don't need include array, actually. You don't need to do that if you're just using the default array. So notice I deleted include array up there. So everything still compiles, and everything still runs. Right? Everything still runs. But the other way, now if you want to have all the utilities with array, including size, subarray, and all that stuff, you want to include array. So then we cannot do int array square bracket. Instead, we are going to do it just like array list in Java, except that it's lowercase. Array int 3 ARR. Right? That's just array list in Java. You get the type, you get the size. Well, the only difference is in Java, array list doesn't have a fixed size. But here, C++ array have a fixed size. So in here now, instead of size, we just do ARR.size. So 3 places to change AR, to change from size to ARR.size. That's it. So it's going to work the same. So let's save this, exit, recompile, program, run the program 431. We got 1 and 2.66667. So those are the 2 ways to do array. I kind of recommend using this way, right? Because this is the closest to Java. We can get the size, we can get the subarray, and all that good stuff. It's just when we declare the array, we have to do it kind of like the array list way. But everything else is the same. The for loop syntax the same, right? If statement syntax the same. So you can do if, else, oops. If, else, if ARI is greater than AR0. In there, we want to do, let's do cout, do nothing. Right, so if, else, if, same syntax. You run, oh, I forgot to compile this. File, run, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, do nothing, do nothing, smallest this 1, 2. So the if, else syntax exactly the same as Java. For loop exactly the same as Java. While loop exactly the same as Java. So there's that.